Hello guys, how you doing? Long time, right? Yeah. You know, I was a little upset with YouTube because of this story with all this censorship. And because when I hear the word censorship, it makes the hairs on my body stand up. And I got a lot of hairs on my body, I gotta tell you. You think I'm joking? Check it out. I get very upset when I hear about censorship because it reminds me of, you know what? Communism. You know the reason why I left my country to come to this country? But maybe we can talk about some other important things. You know, maybe like natural disasters. And I don't mean like the blue wave that's coming our way soon. No. I mean like big waves, you know, like tidal waves and hurricanes and volcanoes and earthquakes. Yeah. Well, you know, we live here in Miami and we get hurricanes like almost every year. And last year, first we got Irma, and in the heels of Irma came Jose, and then Maria. So probably this year we're going to see Jesus, Jesus. You know, like people always saying that Jesus is coming back. Well, maybe he's gonna come back in the form of a hurricane. I don't know. I'm just saying. You know, maybe to wash out all of the sinners of the world. It wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe it could be like a miracle. And people will be like, Jesus is coming. Jesus is coming. I said, where? It's over there in Key Largo. So, if you are lucky enough to survive the catastrophe, then you're gonna have to deal with the aftermath. Aftermath, you know, I like that word, aftermath, nice word. So, you know, like when the power is out and the food is going bad and the water's running out and there's no gas in the gas stations, you know, kind of like everyday life in Cuba. So me, JJ, I'm an expert in survival tactics. So I'm going to share with you some tips that may help you to prepare better in case of an emergency. But maybe we shouldn't call our next hurricane Jesus or Jesus, you know, because that's gonna get you in a lot of trouble. Because then the Muslims are gonna come and say, why didn't you call him Muhammad? And then the Jews will be like, well, we don't acknowledge any of those people, so we're just gonna call him Moses. And then the media is gonna be like, tropical storm Jesus / Muhammad / Moses is picking up strength as it rises up by Puerto Rico, and by the time it reaches the Florida Keys, it may have developed into a Category 5 hurricane. And then everybody is gonna panic. And it's gonna go out to buy food and water and flashlights and batteries and plywood and nails or whatever. And they'll be running around like chickens without their heads, like there's gonna be a nuclear war, you know, except the Cubans. Because Cubans, you know, we're Cubans. And, you know, although they're very good at chasing chickens, when it comes to flashlights and batteries and plywood and nails and supplies, well, they're not exactly abundant in Cuba. So Cubans will be like, where's Jesus? In Key Largo? Ah, we got time. But the women, you know, they get a little nervous, especially if you got kids, and we got two, a boy and a girl. So my wife, she'll be like, Julio, mi amor, we gotta go to Walmart. I can feel the wind blow. And I said, well, that's what it does. And she said, no, 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 we gotta go now. Because if we don't go now, there's not gonna be nothing left. And I said, woman, calm down. Today is the NBA playoffs. You think that they're gonna put Miami Heat in the back burner because of a little tropical depression? Think, woman. And she said, but mi amor, JJ, we need water and we need ice. And I said, espérate, don't get hysterical on me. We're Cubans, okay? I got everything under control, and we're gonna get through this the Cuban way. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna boil water, tons and tons of water, you know, like we did in Cuba. And then we're gonna get some tap water and put it in grocery plastic bags, you know, the ones that you love to collect. So we're gonna put water in the plastic bags and put it in the freezer. So now we have drinking water and we have ice. Done. And she said, but Julio, mi amor, what about gas? And I said, what about gas? Where are you gonna go in the middle of a hurricane? We have 4 bicycles in the basement that nobody ever uses. You know, they're just hanging there on the wall like a modern art installation. Well, people in Cuba will kill you for one of those. But mi amor, and I'm like, oh my God, this woman, she doesn't stop talking. Jesus Christ. She said, JJ, listen to me, baby. What if we run out of food? I said, well, if we run out of food, all we gotta do is walk over to your mother's house. Because my wife, beautiful, lovely wife, one day she had this great idea, brilliant, for us to move in right next door to her mother. So, you run out of food, you go to your mother's house. Because I'm sure, I mean, I'll bet anything on it, okay? Even my medallion, okay, el tigre medallion, she's gonna have enough food to last until the next hurricane season. You think I'm joking? Check it out. And then my wife, she said, but Julio. I said, Jesus Christ, there's more. Julito, mi amor. But what if we get hit by the eye of the hurricane? And I said, well, mi amor, in that case, you can kiss your big fat Cuban culo goodbye. Or maybe not, because Cuban culos are very tough. Because back in the day, when we were still living in Cuba, and there was no toilet paper, just a pile of El Granma newspaper, what do you think we did? And why do you think that they keep publishing a newspaper that nobody reads? Think, woman. Anyway, I told my wife, mi amor, I'm gonna tell you one thing. The worst thing that can happen, and I mean catastrophic, you know, like a major disaster, is when you gotta deal with your kids when there's no power and they can't use their smartphones. You didn't think about that, right? Well, you gotta think about the unthinkable, because to them, that is gonna be the end of the world. So my wife, finally, she stopped talking and she just looked at me like. So if you got kids and you don't live in commie land, brace yourself and pray to Jesus or Muhammad or Moses or Buddha, can't forget about him either, or whoever, and then tell me how that went, okay? So take good care of yourself, and I hope to see you soon. This is JJ, Julio the Handyman. Bye-bye.